lands that were stolen from my ancestors that my soul elected to land on for a reason. I probably have very powerful ties to this part of the land, as it is that many different souls that land on whatever part of the land they land on have very powerful ties to that part of the land. Like, for example, a lot of the souls in so-called Chicago, and the real reason why there's so much war in that area is because a lot of those souls are the very warriors that were there a few generations ago, tribal warriors. You feel me? And they have all that energy in their soul to war with this system. You feel me? So, and because that whole area belonged to Chief Chicago, the Illinois Confederacy, a very powerful warlike tribe, a very powerful tribe of warriors, one of our most powerful tribes on this so-called part of the land of what they call America. So with that being said, though, meat is the worst thing to eat. You feel me? Even though there can be things in a more toxic scale within there being a super toxic chemical in a man-made product that might kill you a lot faster than the meat does and have a much more severe reaction of toxicity in your body. I'm saying just meat within its own existence of its own self, within its own respect of its own being. There's nothing more toxic than it because it is dead flesh. There's nothing worse than eating dead flesh. And I have no reason to argue it because its existence on reality of the fact that it's the most disease-causing, it's the most carnal, the most aggressive, it's dead, it has no charge and it has no electricity. It is death. It is literally dead energy, it is death. It is terrible for you in every level, in every sense of the word. And then when you look at it in the spiritual sense, the energetic sense, it again locks you into your lowest self. It locks you in your root chakra and your sacral chakra, more particularly your root chakra. Because your root chakra is your most primal base state, you feel me? Because even the sacral chakra, that's creative energy, that's a little bit more energy, you're a little bit more conscious. But when you're in your root chakra, you're like fully running in like an animalistic physical sense. You think you're your body. People who live in the root chakra are those people who think they're the brain fully. They think that life is just a dog-eat-dog world, physical, scientifical. Everything is all, you feel me, just physical and 3D and ego and greed and, you feel me, and possessive and materialistic. Those be the people that really lack any connection to soul or any connection to any higher force or higher power, right? And so that's what meat puts you in. That state of being super disconnected from life, being super aggressive and carnal and not believing there's any higher nature. These people be the ones that be doubting God the most. You feel me? Fuck, I had to pee for a while. It is what it is. I'm raw like that. That's all the fucking junk in my system. You know, I gotta flush this all out. Ew. Like when I say I woke up feeling dehydrated as hell, dehydrated and groggy and nasty and yucky. Like I really feel nasty as hell. And even though I was eating a lot of like different forms of toxic food outside of just the meat still is the only thing that makes me feel this shitty. All of the food is nasty, but meat, which isn't even food, does something to me that none of the other shit can do. But for real, I gotta really tap in, really lock in, and just go fully plant-based. Like fuck even just removing the meat. I gotta remove it all. I gotta remove all this shit, you feel me? So yeah, peace to all the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. I wish y'all all the best. I'm just cleansing and detoxing and getting myself right. And yeah, peace, high vibrations, and all that good stuff. Adios.